Okay, I don't want to get too political here, because we all know what happened. But there was a thing that happened in September that got people very, very divided, and it set the internet ablaze. And Stephen King chimed in on it, and it led to a lot of backlash against Stephen King. And a funny thing happened, though, because while everybody online on Twitter was turning against Stephen King, I had just seen The Long Walk. And I also saw Life of Chuck earlier this year. And they are legit two of the best movies I've seen all year. Now, I'm going to make a confession here. I've never read a Stephen King book. I've never read a Stephen King book.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just shocked, honestly.
But I need, you know what? I need to. Yeah. And actually, I can even tell you why I never read a Stephen King book, but it's stupid. There was a guy I knew in high school who annoyed me, and all he did was talk about Stephen King. And that just made me never want to read Stephen King because this guy was so irritating. But anyway, I never picked up a Stephen King book in my life. But I've seen a lot of his movies, seen a lot of his TV shows. And I remember we were coming out of Life of Chuck. Again, one of the best movies I saw this year. And I said to my wife, my God, Stephen King does not get the credit he deserves for as versatile as he is. Like, he's known as this great horror writer, but this guy, this is like this nice life-affirming movie. Like, this is not, there is a slight supernatural element to it, but this is not that kind of movie. And he also gave us Shawshank Redemption, and he gave us Stand By Me, and he gave us, the Green
Running
Mile.
Man.
Yeah. I'm like, this guy really deserves more credit. And now this weekend I'm going to see the new Running Man. Welcome to Derry is airing on HBO. People are loving it.
I enjoyed the second episode. It's pretty gross, but I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen them yet, but I need to.
It's really good.
I really think Stephen King needs to be reevaluated. Obviously he has a fan base, but I don't think he gets nearly the credit he deserves. I think he's one of the best storytellers of, I'm just going to say our generation, but he's a lot older than me.
Yeah.
So,
He also wrote Under the Dome, the TV show.
Yeah.
Well, he wrote the book and then
but then the TV show comes along, but no one associates Stephen King with Under the Dome
because The Simpsons did it first.
That's true.
It's I was like Under the Dome, like the Simpsons movie. But here's the thing with Stephen King, and I'm going to take a bit of a contrarian opinion on this one. He's a great idea guy, but his movies are not his movies. They're adaptations of his stories. So there have been many things that have been changed. Look at the ending of The Mist. The ending of The Mist was far greater than the ending in the book.
Yes,
I agree with said that.
And he agreed, and he absolutely. Yeah. And I'm just using it as a prime example because everyone's like, "Oh, how'd the book end?" The guy was writing it down, chronicling everything from like a cafe or something. Like the end of the movie is like, "Hey, fuck you."
It's funny, Matt. I mentioned that movie. We were talking about this on 2 streams ago, I think on your stream, Joe. And I said that the ending of The Mist is one of my favorite endings of all time because it fucks you up. It literally leaves you fucked up at the end of that movie.
And the same, I just watched The Long Walk 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It stuck with me for days. It felt like, I feel, and maybe you guys agree or disagree, but I feel you can do Stand By Me and then The Long Walk and watch them back to back and have a great thematic pairing.
I've never done that, but in my head, it makes sense totally.
Because, the Four Musketeers and The Long Walk and the way that they were, kind of, juxtapose that with the boys from Stand By Me. And you get a lot of that kind of young man camaraderie, that young boy, whatever. Yeah. And I just liked it. I think it's great. I mean, of course, Stand By Me is such an amazing film. I just got the 4K of it, so I'm very happy. And but I mean, it was such a well put together story, and it was just so heartbreaking to watch this movie play out. But I think also it depends on where things were. Look at Shawshank Redemption. The movie flopped when it came out.
Yeah.
It was up against so much, and it flopped, and then it found home video, and then now it's one of the I think it's IMDb's top film.
Yeah.
So it's his movies over time have grown on a lot of people. And I think the movies have done more than the books because he was so high on fucking coke and cough syrup for so long. I don't think he remembers what he wrote.
I will say his version of The Shining was awful compared to the one that we got from Cuba. You know what I mean?
Was it The Simpsons or Family Guy that did the Stephen King joke where it was, I'll write a book about this lamp? Woo! I don't remember which one it was. Was it The Simpsons or Family Guy that did that?
I mean, Simpsons had a Treehouse of Horror episode where they had the thing of all work and no play makes Homer go something something.
Yeah.
And then Marge goes, "Go crazy? Don't mind if I do." Great line. Great.
Oh,
great
and
little
to
bit
add
there.
to the Under the Dome, you are right, Jarbo. The Simpsons did it first. The
Yep.
novel didn't come out until 2009.
Yep.
The Simpsons movie came out in 2007.
I was working at a drive-in back then, and we had Simpsons, and then like 2 years later, I watched the first season of Under the Dome. I mean, all right, it was Hank from fucking Breaking Bad, man. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. And I thought it was all right, but yeah, Stephen King is great, like for the ideas, But look at like it. It is an 1,100-page book.
Yeah.
And the first half of that book is great, as evidenced by the first half of the miniseries on TV and It Chapter 1. Then you get into It Chapter 2 in the second half, and the whole thing just falls apart. So it's like he's good, but it's like he has his limitations, I think.
Also, the film adaptations of his work have gotten better in recent years.
Because of Flanagan.
Because what do you call it? Obviously The Shining, and people love Carrie and Christine. But a lot of his, earlier movies, they're not that great. It was around the time of Shawshank Redemption, and then the Mike Flanagan stuff, and it seems like in the past maybe 20 years they've started to get better.
I'm going to make a hot take that will probably get all you guys to shit on me, and that's okay. I'm gonna defend Dreamcatcher.
I've
never seen Dreamcatcher, so
I
I'm not going to
love that movie. I love that movie. Lawrence Kasdan, okay, and William Goldman writing the script. Yes, it's like 19 stories crammed into one movie with an excellent cast. And the only thing I think that pissed a lot of people off, well, there's a lot, but the main thing I remember hearing when the film came out over 20 years ago was the ending was different than the book. And I feel like the ending in the movie makes sense for the movie. And I don't want to spoil it without you if you guys haven't seen it, but it's like I recommend it. But the problem with Dreamcatcher is you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like only the DVD came out, as far as I know. I don't know if there's been a Blu-ray. There's definitely not a 4K, and I'm like, give me that damn movie. I want to get it because it's got. I mean, you've got Timothy Olyphant, Jason Lee, Morgan Freeman, Tom Sizemore. Was it Donnie Wahlberg was in it? I think. The guy who played Winters and Band of Brothers was in it. It was just like a well-cast movie. I recommend it. I don't know where you can find it. Let me see where you can find it at.
I mean, I just checked. It is available digitally. Like you can get it like on Fandango at home.
Yeah. You can watch it on Tubi for free.
I was about to say, it is on Tubi.
You can watch it on Tubi. It's worth it to watch on Tubi. But I want the 4K. I want the 4K of it. And then I'll be happy.
Well, that was pretty much all I had.
What